morning, Vicky here with you, and today I'm here to finally share with you guys what I wanted to do with the molds that I got from Beebeecraft. So let's get going with this. It should be a fun project. So as you can see, I've got the heat tool from Mod Podge that's heating up at the present time. I've put my mat down just so in case it's making a mess. But while that's heating up, I figured we could use this little mold because this one it's not leveled versus these that it is kind of level. So we can use my toilet paper technique. So this is a technique that I saw, I believe it was Eileen McInnes that had it, and basically you're kind of making paper mache out of your toilet paper and molding it into this. So you just need to keep it wet and make sure that it fits in all the little crevices, because once it gets dry, then we can unmold this and then we can use it, and you will see the fun. You can paint it, and the good thing with this technique is that it's super light versus using some other technique with, like, for example, the glue. Obviously when you use glue, it's not as light as this is, because this is just paper. So it makes it really fun and just a great technique. So any mold that you have, you can use this type of technique in them. You just need, like I said, to make sure that you've got it in all the little crevices, because otherwise your shape is not going to be as crisp as what you would like. And you kind of need to make sure that it's as that it covers the whole thing. But because it's the paper is going to get wet with this, when it dries, it like every little piece sticks together. So that makes it very, very strong, even though it's all separate little pieces. When I do this technique, I don't use the nice Kontinuum type of toilet paper. I use the cheap dollar store one that you know, you wouldn't want to use for yourself because of the fact that it's too rough. But for techniques like this, it's just perfect. And of course you're not wasting like expensive toilet paper. This toilet paper can get pretty expensive. It's a good thing I'm not sharing this technique way back in March of 2020, because at that time there was no toilet paper to be found anywhere. So that would not have been a good technique to use. But now that it's gone back to normal, this should be a good time to use it. And it's a technique that I really loved, and I haven't done it in a while. So when Beebeecraft asked me if I was interested in doing a collaboration with them, I thought right away of, when I saw the molds, I thought right away of this technique, and figured it would be a fun one to show again. So, you know, it's not perfect. It's not going in exactly all the little crevices the way, you know, like you can fiddle with it up to the time we were satisfied with this. But clearly right now this will be sufficient for what I want to do, because I don't want to be doing this on camera like forever and a day. I just want to put a little bit more, because right now it's pretty thick in the middle, but it's not so much on the edge. Of course, in the middle it's not as open as the edge. Like the the mold is not as deep. That's what I mean. Okay, so here we go. So now the thing with this is once you filled it up, you need to actually wait and let it dry. That's the part that takes a long time and can be very annoying if you're like me and you want to continue crafting right away. Which is why this technique using the Mod Podge with the glue is more fun, because that part you don't have to wait as much, technically, if this thing will. Why is it not going? It's been a while since I've used this tool. I usually use my glue gun. And I'm wondering if maybe it doesn't reach the end. I can tell it's heating up. If it doesn't work, we'll use my other glue gun, but I would have preferred using this one because the other one has the glue in it already and I don't want to pull it out. And I'm using the right glue too. It's Mod Podge glue. I don't know why it's not moving. I can see that it's sort of moving, but not much. This part versus the regular glue gun, like I don't have control over seeing where the glue's at. I can tell it's hot in this portion of it, of the tool. Oh, there we go. It's starting. Come on. This is not good for the demonstration purpose. So basically, you want to fill this whole thing up with the glue. Hopefully it's gonna start to melt faster as it's getting hotter. And of course there's glue now that's all kinds of different colors, so that's fun. It's definitely not as fast as with my regular glue gun, that's for sure. Okay, this is a bit ridiculous. My other glue gun is already with glue in it, so that's not a good, it's not a good time for that. Do you ever get frustrated with your projects because they don't go the way you want them to go? It's a good thing I've got another little manual heat tool, but it also has a stick of glue in it, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to pull it out. I'm trying to see where my pliers are. The ideal situation would have been that this thing work properly, but clearly it's not collaborating. So when that happens, you have to find other means. I'm just trying to pull. Right. I'm not sure I'll be able to pull it out. Shucks. I think I have another spare glue gun in the garage. Let me go and get it and I'll be back. Okay, so change of glue gun because the other one was not working out for me, and I did another project, which is why my mat is so dirty right now. So basically you just fill this in with the glue, and you've probably seen Mod Podge has some molds similar to that for sale, but these molds from Beebeecraft, they're much cheaper than the molds that you can get from Mod Podge. And of course, there's a ton of different designs. So really fun way of having these different molds. Now, of course, when you use the hot glue, first of all, be careful not to burn yourself, because I do that all the time. The other thing is, it also doesn't take as long to dry as when you do it with the toilet paper technique. I just want to make sure that it's all the way to the bottom of the mold so that I've got a good impression. I guess you could also use something to just kind of smooth it out. And just be careful because it's already started to dry, and I've got a feeling that now I'm messing it up. So yeah, when it's drying already, like, don't do what I just did, because you're gonna mess up your frame. Just melted some more, and hopefully I will have fixed the disaster that was happening. But we'll do another one just in case I messed up that one really bad. Let's do this one. And because it's silicone, it should release very easily once it's finished drying. Make sure to put some in all the little crevices. And you probably have better glue gun than this. My other big one was already in service, so I couldn't use it. Which is why I'm using this one, but it's not the best of glue gun for this. The bigger ones would do a better job and be more uniform. Just wish my Mod Podge one would have worked the way it's supposed to. But the point is, you do what you can with the tools you've got. I'm going to cover the full thing, so this way it has an even backing, and it should help me be able to put it in like glue it down basically. But if you had a better glue gun than this, for sure you could I'm sure you could be able to control this better, and then you could do what I wanted to do, which didn't work, but which is like flatten it out kind of, because right now I've got a lot of ridges and stuff. But yeah, so now you need to let it dry. Same thing with this one. Seems to be pretty much dry, this one. So here we go. That's my little frame. Isn't that cool? I love it. And of course, if I hadn't messed up, it would have been in a better shape than it is right now, but still, even that is still very pretty if you use it on something. So for example, we could use it on a tag like this, and what I could do is add a little bit of hot glue to the back and just glue it down. And here we go. So now it's stuck. It's stuck there. So let's add a little sentiment or something inside this. Let me check what I have close by. Trying to see if I've got stuff that I could use. I've got some Tim Holtz here, and so here you could, I think I want to use, actually I saw some in another color and I think it would be better. And I'm going to pull out my vintage photo, and go around the edge of this little tag at the same time. So so I'm gonna use this, and it says the story. So put it like that. Oops, I've added some wax. So you've got the story, and then I'm just gonna edge all around this, and we'll call that one done. And I just think it's a fun way of making embellishments. And you know, like, you can get embellishments that are already done, like frames and stuff, but then once they're gone, they're gone. This you can make the way you want, which and as you need them, which is really fun. Because, for example, I've got these here that are types of frames like that, but once I've used them, they're gone. That's it. Same thing with these embellishments. So if I was to make some using molds like this, then they'd be good for a while. Same thing, you know, like with these type of frames. It's the same type of thing. So this I really love for that, because of the fact that, you know, like, you're using them as you need, and using the glue underneath kind of held it and it did the job. So I'm very pleased with it. So that's that little tag. I'm just gonna add some fibers to it, and then that one will be okay. And let's open up this one and seeing how that one went. And that one's a lot more intricate. So isn't that fun? I just think it really gives your project a different type of view. The simpler the mold, the easiest it's going to be to have a perfect impression, obviously. If it's you know, more ornate, obviously, if you have a bad heat gun like I do, you're not doing it as smoothly, which is why you get all, you know, you don't get a full nice effect of it. But it's still a nice frame that could be used on a tag or something. It would have been really pretty as well here. So there's that, and I will be back to share with you guys what the toilet paper one looks like. Okay, so I couldn't wait. I'm really impatient. That's a trait of mine. Really impatient. So I had to use the hot tool to dry this off, and when you peel it up, check this out. Isn't that amazing? And it's so light, so light. So it's just the perfect idea to make stuff like this. And then, of course, once you've got it, technically I should really let it dry, and then you can use the letters and stamp something on it. So I think that will be a project for another time, just because it's not dry yet fully and I don't want to destroy it. But I wanted to share with you guys what you can do with these wonderful molds. And like I said, there's a ton of different designs, so go and check them out. Check in the description box below. There's links to the products as well as a discount code, and you can also find a link if you do YouTube videos and you want to do a collaboration with them. The link is going to be there too. So take care and see you guys soon. Bye.